the overexposed image from the orbiter 3. Then you're looking at a wormhole, a translucent tube that goes from the surface into the structure, what we call space. Look, right there. And there is a lot of sculptures, structures on the moon. And that image is incredible, man. It was posted upside down and blurred and whatever, and this guys write it up, and some Sherpa guy found it. It has eagle eyes, because it's difficult to see this thing. Now check it out. When you start enlarging this image, then you start seeing the geometrical patterns are just incredible. You have to lower the brightness. Then you start seeing what's there. And what's there is just incredible, man. Look, that makes an eye. Check it out, right there. It looks like an eye from far away. But that's the purpose. But it really is none of that. When you get closer, then you realize it's all the same geometry. Hands, fingers, going in every size, every direction, look. And it match one, match the other, and it blends into another. It's all the same exact geometry. This thing fooled me for years. It's always a hand holding something. But it's so perfect. It blends onto the other one, and it's all made with the exact same thing. I mean, you can look, the entire image is all made. It's the same thing. It doesn't change. It will never change, because that's the symbol of whoever created this deal. A hand, and there's another one. It's just, like I say, it's made in such a way that if you don't know that is the shape, that geometry, you will never guess it. It takes a lot of observation, but like I say, it's made in such a way that it blends one with the other, and on top of the other, behind the other. It gets bigger. I mean, it's just, wow. You have to know exactly that that's the geometry, otherwise you will never, like I said, never guess. It looked like an eye. Maybe that was the purpose, to show you an eye, like that. The pupil, even the shiny part of the pupil is made with a glassy looking thing, or might have light itself. We know now that the moon produces its own light. This photonic energy is all over the surface and interior. And that's what it looked like, an eye. And probably was the purpose, but when you make what the eye is made with, that's when the whole thing just vanished. That geometry is just that kick-ass. Look at the bottom part. they blur the crap out of this image right there. Look, there's all these structures or sculptures. To me, they're just sculptures that look like structures. I don't know who has been there and can say, well, in first person description. There's not a person on this planet that can say I was there and I saw this. The astronauts are not talking. And then look at this worm, whatever that is. It looks like a wormhole. And you see objects inside of it. Whatever this is like a space station. Look at that. And then you see that wormhole or that translucent tube. This deal here is just incredible. You won't hear a single so-called expert talking about that image. They won't, not even John Lear. And then you see the hand deal right there. That's a hand. How do I know? Because it's the same thing in Enceladus, the same exact thing. I mean, it's like I said, once you know the geometry, it's never gonna fool you again, ever. That's what that is. Oops. Damn. Make it right. It's just they blur the crap out of these images. And then you see the thumb on this side, but it repeats. And the same, this side right here is exactly as this one. It blends that good. And you can see it repeats here, here, here. They delete the hell out of that picture. That picture has been scrubbed. You see all these outlines in the background? That's that geometry. They just made it like that to confuse people. See how it repeats in different pieces? Why the entire image is like that, but they just delete the shit out of it. Look, that is the exact same as that. But you see the background, it's the same thing, but it's just was blurred to death. And then you see it right here on this. The exact same thing as that. That is exactly as this, and exactly as that. Same thing. And what that is a hand. Or several hands that go to the right and to the left. Like this. And then it goes this way too. See that? And it goes up and it goes palm up, palm down, sideways, to the left and to the right. It's, like I say, only a God-like entity could create something like that. simple and super complex and perfect at the same time. It blends. No matter how you look at it, it's the same thing. That's impossible. And then you look at this. That's where that translucent tube is coming from. So that orbiter caught this deal at a time when no one else has ever seen anything like it. You won't find another image like this anywhere in the public domain, of course. NASA has some badass deals, images. And we will never see, they will never see the day of light except for Dr. Berggruen and other people. In fact, there is no one else that has shown images like Dr. Berggruen. No one. Why they? And see, you see this, all the geometrical patterns are perfect grid to the diagonal like a lattice. You can see the whole thing is, then you see these black tubes or metallic looking tubes. Those are electromagnetic vehicles, parked. Blend into the surface, to the crust of the moon. Because that's how they just don't park on top, they just tear, they blend with it, they cross. They vibrate, I guess, the same frequency, and they can go through anything. Like there's no other. Whatever is on the moon is not your typical anything. That moon is, that's why if this astronaut went there, well, they must have seen some shit that they could not comprehend. One thing is seeing a picture, another thing is being there and looking at it and feeling it. But you will feel whatever is there, you will feel it. Look at these white deals right there. What do you think those are? Anyone explain? Can anyone theorize what that is? It's on so many images of the moon that I won't even make any. See, it looks like a fence. I imagine that it's electromagnetic energy somehow projected. It looks like a fence, a white picket fence, but it's none of that. And it's not as much in the picture because you can see perfectly where that thing is emanating from. It's like an arch, electromagnetic blow up.